is out there somewhere. So there's Sebastian, okay? There's a up to a $50,000 reward for Sebastian Rogers. Okay, so I'll start at the beginning. Sebastian Rogers had only a handful of saved contacts in his phone. After he disappeared, investigators reviewed his call records and allegedly discovered an outgoing call to a burner phone. Law enforcement allegedly traced and triangulated that number to the Clarksville area. Long after learning this, our Google Ads campaign displayed irregular activity and analytics anomalies. I can't say that. Anomalies. Analytics anomalies. There we go. Finally got it out. Connected to Clarksville, which was reported to the TBI and ultimately prompted a trip to the area to raise awareness. And then someone says, physical from the way he described them on Alive. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Someone says that Seth talked about mentioning having a burner phone. Okay. And then Nerdy asks, physical burners or virtual burners provided through apps? And this person says physical from the way he described them on Alive. He said he offered to give one to Sebastian to play a game on, but Sebastian didn't want to do that. I'm getting my scent back. That must be it. So, yeah. Sounds like there's a little pressure being put on Seth and the Clarksville area due to possibly an app. Maybe, like a Google Voice app or something along those lines that would give you a burner number or a physical burner. They're not saying when the outgoing call was. It just says after he disappeared, investigators reviewed his call records and allegedly discovered an outgoing call to a burner phone. Law enforcement allegedly traced and triangulated that number to the Clarksville area. The godparents are in Clarksville too. Burner or not, I don't buy it. Butter says. Yeah, they're not giving a date. Seth's neighbor lady and her son abruptly moved back to California the day he went missing. Sebastian knew them. I'm telling you, he's in California with those people. I know a lot of people have said that. Honestly, Glenda, they have. So Nerdy Addict did a Google. So what he did was he paid to have an ad put on YouTube for Sebastian Rogers missing. And what you can do when you have an ad is you can track the clicks. Okay. You can track how many people click from a certain area. Now, I don't know if he's talking deeper than that or if it's geographically. I don't know what he said. He said there were irregular activity and analytics anomalies connected to Clarksville. Oh, yeah, Butter. I don't think he would have turned it down either. No way. I believe Seth mentioned the burner information because he's known it long ago. He said it on Justin for TikTok. No, they're saying, no. They're not saying that he had his phone. They're saying that before he disappeared, there was an outgoing call to a burner number on his call records. They're not saying he has his phone, but that means he could have been like he was talking to someone who had a burner, is how I take it. That's how I took it anyways. But Sebastian Rogers remains missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. If you have any information, 1-800-TBI-FIND or the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838. Microsoft flagging his account. Yeah, I do remember that too. I think it was Justin on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, where he talked about the burner phones. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. I think I made a video on it. Let's see. Okay, here's one. Hold on, let me fix this. It's a short.
You all got contacted that the boy was missing.
I had played a game like 2.5 weeks with Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones. Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Trying to get him to take this phone that I'm using, talking to you right now. And I was
Right
like,
here.
I told him, I was like, son, I'll wipe it. I'll do a reset. We'll take your Gmail account that you have, and we'll hook it up here. And we'll let you have your own Call of Duty Mobile account.
Call of Duty Mobile.
Well, the update from yesterday is just a few more posts. Yeah, I'll play it in a second. Listen to this again. And he said in the last couple weeks. Did you hear Taco? He said in the last couple weeks, I've played with him on the Call of Duty Mobile. Listen.
When you all got contacted that the boy was missing.
I had played a game like 2.5 weeks with Sebastian.
I had played a game like 2.5 weeks with Sebastian. What does that mean? 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks when? 2.5 weeks before? 2.5 weeks straight? Like what are you talking about, Uncle Taco?
And Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones. Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Trying to get him to take this phone that I'm using, talking to you right now. And I was like, I told him, I was like, son, I'll wipe it. I'll do a reset. We'll take your Gmail account that you have, and we'll hook it up here. And we'll let you have your own Call of Duty Mobile account.
Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Okay.
I lost contact. We stopped contact for like 2 weeks. I ended up calling him up, and he dropped the bomb. And I was like,
so may I ask, how did you lose contact?
Just stop. We don't call every day on a basis before this happened.
Okay.
We called and we kept contact. Like, I don't know, my call logs. It's all in my call logs. Just like maybe once a month we hit each other up. We throw some words.
But you're saying after that, you all talked every day?
Every day. I mean, pretty much every day.
Once you found out the boy was missing. Okay, because you had said
Right.
that. I want people to hear that so they don't think you're lying. Okay. When you all got contacted that the boy was missing.
I had played a game like 2.
Weird, huh? Right, and he's like, we'll get you set up. Who's we? Listen to Seth.
2.5 weeks with Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones. Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Trying to get him to take this phone that I'm using, talking to you right now. And I was like, I told him, I was like, son, I'll wipe it. I'll do a reset.
I was trying to get him to take this phone that I'm talking to you on right now. I said, son, I'll wipe it. I'll do a reset.
We'll take your Gmail account that you have.
We'll take your Gmail account.
And we'll hook it up here.
And we'll hook it up here. What does that even mean? Hook it up. We'll hook it up here. What does that mean? How do you hook up a Gmail account at a location? Like, what? He was going to hide the phone and we'll keep it here, basically. No, Katie said he had Gmail because he had YouTube. Remember, Chris and Katie caught him on YouTube when he was supposed to be going to bed, and they said no more and took the phone at night.
And we'll let you have your own Call of Duty Mobile account.
Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Okay.
I lost contact. We stopped contact.
Weird, huh? Here's another one. This is called Two Phones. Here's one with Tony.
I mean, to me, it's more odd they wouldn't have a phone.
Correct.
You know, he was, speaking of phones, he was so locked down on that phone that he would, when he came to my house, he would literally plug it in and leave it in the kitchen.
While it's on my mind, does he have social media, Seth?
No, he does not.
Oh, okay, good. I can rule
Okay, well, he lied. He lied.
That out, or at least we don't think he does. Does he have a cell phone?
He does have a cell phone
Where's the cell phone?
at his mom and dad, at his mom and stepfather's.
So he didn't take his cell phone. Seth, is he like every other boy in America glued to his cell phone? Does
When
he love
he
his
has
cell
access to it, he
phone? What
loves.
do you mean by
he
that? When does he have access?
when he has access to like YouTube and stuff like that, he is glued to his phone because he likes to watch videos about Minecraft.
Yikes. This did not age well.
And he likes to watch videos of people playing Minecraft.
Okay, you do know that is social media because people can talk to each other on Minecraft.
Bing bong.
Did you know
No,
that?
he
I didn't know that. I
No,
found
what I'm
out.
talking about is the videos. He watches videos of people playing it on YouTube.
Does he play it?
I think he has it for his Switch at his mom's house, but he does not.
Yeah.
And he's glued to that all
Okay.
the time.
We need a forensic search of that phone pronto, Seth, because
Oh, she brings up the forensic search, and then we hear this from Nerdy Addict. Shall I read it again, folks? After he disappeared, investigators reviewed his call records and allegedly discovered an outgoing call to a burner phone. Law enforcement allegedly traced and triangulated that number to the Clarksville area. She says, we need a forensic download of that phone pronto, Seth.
we need a forensic search of that phone pronto, Seth, because I find it very curious if he went voluntarily that he didn't take the phone with him.
Oh.
Okay, because it'd be a cold.
Oh, could that be why he didn't take the phone that was at his mom's? Because he had another one? Carl, you're here for it. Because he had another one? I don't like his fucking reaction to this either.
Pronto, Seth, because I find it very curious if he went voluntarily that he didn't take the phone with him.
Oh,
Okay, because it'd be a cold day in HELL that either one of my 16-year-olds would go anywhere.
he starts shifting. Lindsay, it's like the chair shift. And remember Chris McDonough? Remember Chris McDonough said, well, what if the father paid someone to take his son? Why is there so many little arrows pointing in that direction, people? He got really uncomfortable. Watch that again.
Need a forensic search of
Wait, hold on.
Switch at his mom's house, but he
the
does
little,
not.
yeah.
And he's glued to that all
Okay.
the time.
We need a forensic search of that phone pronto, Seth, because I find it very curious if he went voluntarily that he didn't take the phone with him. Okay, because it'd be a cold day in HELL that either one of my 16-year-olds would go anywhere without their phone. Did the mom have the phone put away? Could he have taken it with him?
Most of the time, I've seen the phone plugged in on the counter on the little bar in their kitchen.
I mean, as at one point in time, you know, it was locked down, so you couldn't play video games on there. And then Katie had complained, and Chris had complained a couple times that instead of going to sleep at night, he'd be up watching YouTube videos.
Okay.
You know, and it's like, well, it's simple. Put a timer on it. When it's bedtime, no more internet access.
Oh, and so essentially what you had is you had one phone that you could connect to the internet, and you had another phone that had cell service, correct?
Yes.
And without, I know how you go to sleep. How do you go to sleep?
I put on a creepypasta and I lay in bed until I pass out.
Okay. So for anyone that thought that he had a phone that wasn't taken that had any significance, there's the
Well,
answer.
they took that phone though too.
No one gives crap to Seth for not calling Sebastian's phone after he heard he was missing.
Oh, this is getting even better. great job, J is for Justice, for putting this compilation together.
Did not even ask. Did he take his phone? That wasn't part of the conversation. So why isn't the first thing you think to do to call your son's phone? Just gonna say that for the 150,000th time.
I mean, to me, it's
Clue the 150,000th time. Wow. Wow. See, I've been let's watch this.
But did we not talk about this 3 or 4 months ago?
We did.
And the public sees it. Am I off base here, Josh, by saying and Gary? I mean, they're watching you, and they're watching the other folks too. But did we not talk about this 3 or 4 months ago?
We did.
And the public sees it. Am I off base here, Josh, by saying and Gary? I mean, they're watching you.
Wow. Oh, here's another one.
Now, the last time I spoke to them in person, they were like, well, we're playing the what if game. Like, what if you did pay somebody to kidnap your son? And I'm like, oh. Well, last time I checked, I haven't fucking won the lottery.
What?
All right. And I live paycheck to paycheck to pay my bills. Now, the last time I spoke to them in person, they were like, well, we're playing the what if game. Like, what if you did pay somebody to kidnap your son? And I'm like, oh. Well, last time I checked, I haven't fucking won the lottery. All right. And I live paycheck to paycheck to pay my bills.
Whoa. Wait, here's another. This one's 20 minutes long. Let's see. Oh my God. Was Seth Rogers at work or not? What's this?
Well, I just want to let you know, since the very beginning of all this,
Nana.
Seth. I just want you to know that.
Nana's been out.
Hey, shout out to Nana on this one. Oh, look at, there's Jewels of Thought too. By the way, Jewels of Thought reached out to me and apologized for all the things she said about me. I just wanted to let you guys know that.
No, I will not change my mind. I told everybody that. I will not change my mind. I will not apologize to anybody if I'm wrong.
Where'd you hear that at?
But I'm not wrong.
Direct.
So I'm just going to tell you.
I think it's amazing that there are people that even question Seth. If I have ever seen someone who was innocent, it's got to be him.
I don't think he would get into a vehicle with somebody unless he knew them. Where'd you hear that at?
It's amazing to me that there's people who think that he has something to do with it. It's just amazing.
Y'all just reminded me of my question. Okay.
Bringing me to my next question, was Sebastian's mother the last person to see him?
Where'd you hear that at?
She the last one? Was there someone else that came to the house that night? Or is there some other story?
It's amazing to me that there's people who think that he has something to do with it. It's just amazing.
What are your thoughts about Sebastian's mom? Do you believe she's the last person to see Sebastian before he disappeared?
I'd say yes. I mean, he was at her house. She's the one that put him to bed. She'd be the last person to have seen him.
He's lit. His room is on the first floor, right? So his window is accessible from the outside?
Where'd you hear that at?
It would be, I believe, but I know law enforcement went around the house and stated that none of the windows or screens had been tampered with.
It's amazing to me that there's people who think that he has something to do with it. It's just amazing.
Y'all just reminded me of my question. Oh my
yay.
goodness. This is a big one. This is a big one, Tony. Please clear this one up. I'm sure you can. Another major thing that's going around. My God, I saw it all in my chat last night.
All right, wait for the reaction.
Seth went missing on the cameras at work from 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. the night Sebastian went missing.
Where'd you hear that at?
It was somebody went into Justin's chat. I think it was it last night, y'all? And I think it was last night. Somebody went to Justin's chat and was saying that Terry Lynn said it, which I talked to Terry Lynn and I've never heard Terry Lynn say that.
No, that's baloney. He didn't disappear from work. He was at work the whole time.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about it. I asked Terry Lynn about that, and Terry Lynn, she wouldn't say that. And here we have a text between myself and Terrell Land's can. Terrell Land. Okay? We're going to show what Terrell Land told J is for Justice. And then we'll get back to our video. Okay? This is what Terry Lynn told J is for Justice. And it's not allegedly, in my opinion, this is what she told me. Back in June. I just want to run this by you. I have a 2-hour absence where he's not on camera. If you get the chance, just holler at me. I will always have your back because I know the truth. Plus, I respect the fuck out of you. I will not be defending Seth Rogers any longer. I can't and won't because I don't believe any of them. If I spill, I believe everyone will know why they're not cleared. Love you, Jay, and I do respect the fuck out of you. Holler at me if you want, and I'll tell you. It makes sense now. So I'm not taking the bait. I'm thinking, damn, I'm being baited. She wants me to put out there that Seth hasn't been on the camera between 3 and 5. Oh, yeah, the love bombing is real. The love bombing is real. And Sleuth Investigates, she knows that I've been through the fucking ringer with love bombs and shit and weird shit happening, right? So then we go down here to June 12th. This is Tuesday, June 11th. She texts me at 11:11 p.m. I got your back if this fuck comes for you. I will also give you info on why they haven't cleared Seth. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So I didn't put this out there, right? So I ignore her. I'm not taking the bait. Wednesday, June 12th. Jaybird. Jaybird? I don't know you like that. What'd you call me Jaybird for? Jaybird, is there a way to enhance your footage? She's talking about the flashlight video, the ruckus video. Can you see if that could be Seth walking with Sebastian?
Bing bang.
She said it. I didn't.
In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1, a few seconds later, then moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time.
So it's important to note that here the FBI has now said that was a truck in the distance. Okay? That's what they said. That the flashlights were a truck in the distance. Keep that in the back of your mind now.
Time later, and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it. I know, there's not much to see here. You certainly cannot identify anyone, but those close to the investigation tell me the mere fact that there is now evidence that someone is in the area around Sebastian's home is significant.
It doesn't stop here. Next page. Wednesday, June 12th. I'm still not taking the bait. I never respond to these. I want you to pay attention. I don't respond. I'm not about this kind of shit. I didn't want to share texts. I don't do that. But this is fucked up. So I respond. I say, no, it's too dark. It's just the 2 lights. She says, damn, we got to talk. That could maybe be 2 men. From 3 to 5, there's lost hours. The next day, that was at June 12th at 11:24. Yeah, that's why you were focused. I was focused on the track. Yes. So this is Tara Lynn. So then the next day on June 13th at 4:47, Jay, when I say 3 to 5, that's Seth missing. Like, she's really trying to pound it in my head. That she's talking about Seth not being on camera from 3 to 5 a.m. at work. Then she says, what I said on my live yesterday, I meant. I will god dang stand beside you and dare a bitch. I also believe if you look at the light video, I see the ponytail, period. She's saying that this is Seth's ponytail. In that ruckus video. Today the bitch, me, is back. I will take my C&D and wipe my ass with it. Love you, and I dare Timu, tiny dick, and fat ass to say a thing about you. Love you, and I mean that. Timu, tiny dick, and fat ass is Seth. FYI. Perlin. This is the integrity of these people that claim to be searching for Sebastian Rogers. Also, I have one of X of CP's, Stephanie. Let me know if you want to cover it, or maybe together. CP's ex-wife, Stephanie. Then we have Stephanie the dog handler. What? What? Here we go. Jaybird again. Jaybird, we thought it was a bun, it's a ponytail. I know I sound crazy, but when, in my opinion, your alibi is shot because you're missing from 3 to 5 a.m. on camera, where the fuck was he? I have more info. What do you guys think of that? June 13th. This lady was feeding me that Seth was not seen on camera at the jail between 3 and 5 p.m. rather. Why is she throwing all this stuff at you and not sharing it on her own channel or giving it to someone else? Was this part of the takedown, Jay? Was this for TikTok, Tony? And you can bet your ass that these are being sent to the TBI. Because she's straight up telling me that the father of Sebastian is missing from camera. She's got more info, and she thinks that Seth is in the ponytail in the video.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors.
I want you to see, Terry Lynn, I want you to see this. Okay, Terry Lynn is in my chat with Yolanda, and I haven't said one thing is or isn't the case. So apparently, Terry Lynn, apparently Jay has some text messages, and she's claiming they are from you, and that you said that, or she's claiming the text messages are from you that say Seth slept in his truck for 2 or 3 hours. So I don't know.
So show the proof.
So Terry Lynn said he was asleep. So Seth was asleep in his truck at work.
If Seth fell asleep for 3 hours in his truck at work, he would have been fired. I mean, come on.
How did he go out to his truck and go to sleep at work and not get in trouble? How'd you find that out, Terry Lynn?
She said, I done said this 5 times.
Okay, that's very fucking uncomfortable.
Even Brittany J was uncomfortable. She said, okay, that's very uncomfortable.
I done said this 5 times.
Okay, that's very fucking uncomfortable.
Wow, this is so telling.
How'd you find that out, Terry Lynn?
She said, I done said this 5 times.
Okay, that's very fucking uncomfortable. How'd you find that out, Terry Lynn?
Look at Terry Lynn right there. He was asleep. Do you see that? Terry Lynn says he was asleep. See right there.
She said, I done said this 5 times.
Okay, that's very fucking uncomfortable.
La 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 la. You don't hold account.
I saw the letter last night, and you were professional, and you asked more questions than others, and I loved it. That's why. Oh, thank you, Bubby. So, no, Terry Lynn said Seth was missing from work from 3 to 5 a.m. Ask his coworker. His coworker said that. It was in my chat. So someone came into Terry Lynn's chat and said that.
Hey, Sarah.
Wow.
Okay, so wait a minute. This is very confusing to me. I need one word clarification. Did Terry Lynn say this, or did somebody in the chat say this? I'm so confused.
So Terry Lynn said that, okay, there was somebody that came into her chat. I guess someone came into Terry Lynn's chat and said,
Wait, look at Terry right
I guess
here.
someone
And it wasn't 3 hours, it was 2. Look, she's even correcting the hours.
Came into Terry Lynn's chat.
And remember, she signed an NDA after this.
And said that they were Seth's co-worker. And Seth went to sleep in his truck for 2 hours.
Okay, so anybody can be a troll and come in there and say that. So show some proof. I mean, that's crazy. Anybody in chat can come in and say anything. I could go into chat and say, Seth was in his truck for 3 hours. I saw him. I'm his coworker. I'm one of those people. Show me the proof. An alleged coworker. Okay, I'm done. I heard it. I heard the truth. I heard the lies, excuse me. But it's not Terry. It was somebody came in her chat. And
look at this. Jody's trying to really get the point across. No,
I heard the
Terry
lies,
Lynn.
excuse me. But it's not Terry. It was somebody came
Texted Jay for Justice a bunch of stuff
in her chat.
And Jay posted them on Truth's Live.
And it's not vetted, so whatever. It was not 3 to 2. 3, it's 2. 2 hours, not 3 hours. It doesn't matter. It's just all hearsay.
Let me ask you this. Did you vet that person? Was that really his coworker? It was 2 hours, she said. But I'm just wondering if that person was vetted. Ben said, I'm just going to say I got my hair cut today and it's totally hot now. I'll say, got nothing on me. You know who they are, so you know that it is a, so it's legit. Is that what you're saying? What he's saying is that person is a legit coworker. Wow. So if he went missing off, okay, let me ask you guys. If he went missing for 2 hours, would that be enough time to do what he needed to do and be back at work?
Listen to Brittany asking the hard questions.
I'd say hell no. He'd have to run his ass off. Yeah, I'm not here. I'm not into this. It's just
all right. You know what?
It's not making
I'm going to
sense
deep dive
to me.
this. Yeah, I'm going to deep dive this tomorrow night, y'all. You have to go back to the facts. Yep, I'm deep diving this tomorrow night. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm looking into. We're going to look into a lot. We're going to look at some stuff tomorrow night because
Terry Lynn says from his home. What does that mean?
Wait, what?
Terry Lynn put out the message here.
He went missing where?
Look at Romo. Terry. Jay is out of control. How am I out of control?
She said he went missing where? From his home.
Oh, he meant, okay. I didn't see the part.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, if Seth did go out to his truck and fall asleep, even if Seth left for 2 hours, I don't know that doesn't it take like an hour and a half to get to Hendersonville from Seth's?
No.
And who was taking care of him? His mom. His mom was. The fact is that Katie was the last one to see her child. Yeah, we're going to dig into that tomorrow night. We're going to talk more about it. I agree with that, Zoe.
I don't know. This has been something I've been interested in, wanted to know the facts on it. So if you can figure it out, I'd love it. I keep hearing people say that in chat, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's 3:13. I'm going to bed. I love you.
Yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys, but I appreciate Yeah, I don't. If Seth did go out to his truck and fall asleep, even if Seth left for 2 hours, I don't know that doesn't it take like an hour and a half to get to Hendersonville from Seth's?
Here we have the Davidson County Male Correctional Facility. We're going to see how thorough Jay for Justice is. We're going to see how far it is, Moo Moo. We're going to do directions to see if it's truly an hour and a half from downtown Nashville Correctional Facility. The music. Let's go for a little drive. Sebastian Rogers'
Here we go.
home in Hendersonville. So stupid. But it runs right along the Cumberland. I'm so stupid, guys. Amy, you love it? The music, Kels. I think at that time it was less than 30 minutes. At that time in the morning. took a look at the bridges. Rubber. Let's check out the access to the river real quick. Thanks, Mullins girl. This is an old video I put together. Would you guys walk across that thing? I'd be scared. Oof. That's what I wonder, crimes. Can we stop at McDonald's? If we have time. That's all water back there. That's my point, I think. It is Java. Sure is. And back to the jail. Oh, wow. So I just noticed there's this cool little function on... Oh, this is where I put the time in. Listen, in Google, you can put the date that you want to check, you know, how long it takes to get somewhere. So I was able to go back to Monday, February 26th and put the time departing the Metro Davidson County Detention Facility at 2:30 a.m. And look, it has me arriving around 3:10 a.m. in Hendersonville, roughly 35 minutes. The longest route is 40 to 50 minutes. But you would arrive in Hendersonville around 3:10 if you left at 2:30 a.m. Interesting.
See subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1 a few seconds later then moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it. I know there's not much to see here. You certainly cannot identify anyone, but those close to the investigation tell me the mere fact that there is now evidence that someone is in the area around Sebastian's home is significant. This video shows suspicious activity in the immediate area the night Sebastian disappeared. Could one of these subjects have been Sebastian? Did he meet and leave with someone? Sebastian's father says his son would not go with a stranger.
It's up in the air for me because I don't think he would get into a vehicle with somebody unless he knew them.
I don't know whose vehicle that is, but maybe the authorities are thinking, hey, did the father hire somebody, etc., to get the kid out of here because it's a custody problem. That's pure speculation.
Ooh, he straight up said it.
No one is giving up. Sebastian could still be alive somewhere, alone, hurt, lost, or trapped. The search effort will continue, but...
we're scaling it back a little bit.
And when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
Between the hours of, 12 and 6, he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, the door was locked, and gone.
He didn't take a phone. None of his shoes are missing.
Detectives now will re-interview and vet everyone that had contact with Sebastian, looking for any inconsistencies. And they are asking the public to provide any ring camera videos, not just from Sunday night when they believe he disappeared, but of anything suspicious of much earlier in the day.
Could authorities be asking for footage from earlier Sunday to see if someone was creeping around, checking out cameras while Katie and Sebastian were out? The plot thickens, y'all. The plot thickens. Wow, this is really interesting to go back on, right? But there's that clip of Chris M. on court TV saying this. Literally on court TV.
But maybe the authorities are thinking, hey, did the father hire somebody, etc., to get the kid out of here because it's a custody problem? That's pure speculation.
Ooh, he straight up said it.
No one is giving up.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out there like relating to this. I mean, just putting in for my videos. What about this one?
What Seth said was he told Sebastian that he was, as soon as school was out, he was coming to his house and that they would deal with whatever he felt was happening.
Do you know?
Oh, here's more. Here's more with Uncle Taco. This is Mrs. Taco talking. Listen.
What Seth said was he told Sebastian that he was, as soon as school was out, he was coming to his house and that they would deal with whatever he felt was happening.
Do you know when he had that conversation with Sebastian?
We were told it was a Thursday.
It was like Thursday prior.
Thursday before he went missing is what we were told.
Thursday before he went missing.
Do you believe that? But do you believe that?
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what happened.
What about the wife? Wife, do you believe it?
We caught on to Sebastian's disappearance 2 weeks after his missing.
I'm asking the wife, do you believe he told the father that the Thursday beforehand?
2 weeks. Hello, you are live on air.
Hi, this is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. Thanks for calling me. You guys didn't know. Okay, so this is Mrs. Taco calling into my show. Oh, Sebastian was missing for 2 weeks?
Yeah, we didn't know at all. And we've seen something.
I called to check up. I called to check up on my buddy. I woke up that morning. I figured I needed to call my friend Seth. And I called. We talked for a minute, and then he dropped a bomb on me. And it was like my world flipped upside down.
Exactly 2 weeks ago, we were just learning about the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers from Sumner County. Today, the search continues. The case, though, we know is now a criminal investigation.
I'm hoping he's still alive. You know, that's my main hope right now, is that he's not deceased. I mean, I keep praying that he's alive.
Sebastian was something special to us. Like, we just, every time he came around, it was Uncle Taco, Uncle Taco, Uncle Taco. It was just,
ear to ear.
Yeah, he had the biggest smile. He was so happy.
Right, Potato. But I'm really concerned that he wouldn't let you guys know for that long. Were you upset? Were you confused?
Yeah, we didn't understand either, but I think he was just so focused on trying to get, where's my son? Where's my son? Because when he finally, my husband finally thought Seth broke. Like, immediately, he broke. And maybe he was afraid that if he called right away that he would break.
Well, Seth was literally on his way to come get me.
Yeah, Seth was coming to get my husband.
Seth was on his way to come get me. Seth was literally on his way to come get me. Did you hear that?
Break.
Well, Seth was literally on his way to come get me.
Yeah. Seth was coming to get my husband.
Yeah, I mean, you would just think like he would maybe call in the troops, to search.
Well, maybe, I don't know why he hesitated. He had a lot on his plate. And, it doesn't really matter if it took him 2 weeks to let me know.
Yeah.
Eventually I would have found out, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
no, I just had just listened to that and I was like, wow, that's a long time. That had to be shocking. And it's pretty interesting that they called in while I was reviewing the Vault's video with them. Because, see, I have the Vault video paused. I'm only halfway through the Vault's review. And they wanted to call in.
I mean, it is very shocking. And I'm kind of like, I really don't want to be mad when I do show up because I'm very, I don't know, I kind of raise the roof when I show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to boast myself, but a lot of people get intimidated by my presence. I don't understand it.
Natchez Trace State Park, Tennessee.
In front of me here, I have Seth Rogers, the father of missing 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian, 15 years old, has been missing since February. He's been reported missing since February 26, 2024. He has still not been found. It's been over 3 months. We're out in the park today. Seth, how are you? How's everything going?
Tired.
We're here at the park here. What's going on at the park here?
I'm hoping that somebody listened to me and I told them drop my son off. There's not a lot of cameras here.
Holy fuck. Could he have met someone at this park? Why did he say, like I said? Nope, don't like it.
Somebody listened to me and I told them drop my son off. There's not a lot of cameras here.
There's not a lot of cameras here.
We're here at the park here. What's going on at the park here?
I'm hoping that somebody listened to me and I told them drop my son off. There's not a lot of cameras here. And it gets a lot of traffic. So I figured I'd drive here and do some searching.
Yeah, and I've been out here all day with you. You've been searching. What have you been searching here? Share.
Everything. I mean, any type of back road, whatnot. I've been through.
He knew where all the cameras were in the neighborhood, and he knows there's not a lot of cameras at this park. Stop it. That is so much leakage, you guys. So much leakage.
The fire tower, we went through there. We've been down to by the lake. We've been through all the campgrounds. We've gone through almost every one of the lodges. We went through the shop that doesn't open till spring. We've been through every abandoned building we come across. Everything. Just trying to find him. All looking for it.
So this location here is between Memphis and Hendersonville. Sebastian was reported missing at his around his step-parents' home in Hendersonville. Why here, though?
Well, that one child, he was autistic. In 13 days, he walked 200 miles. 13 days. We're talking about, we're twice that down. So it could be 400 miles from here.
He could be 400 miles from here, but he didn't notify the tacos for 2 weeks. Right? Potato, the gas station, too.
Nothing can be ruled out.
I gotta find him. I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to get him. I need him back.
You actually took off work?
Still off of work. I haven't come back.
And now we found out why. He was on fucking disability.
Do you plan to be back out here? Do you plan to do more searches?
I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm coming back Saturday. Until I've been through this whole park.
And you got some volunteers with you. We have Mr. Jones and we have Jaden. Talk to Jaden first.
Do you believe it?
We caught on to Sebastian's disappearance 2 weeks after his missing.
Sebastian was something special to us. Like, every time he came around, it was Uncle Taco, Uncle Taco, Uncle Taco. It was
crazy. These videos are tripping me out. Are you guys? Woo. Here's statements on the seized electronics. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, let's listen to this.
They have that footage.
Not that they showed.
Oh, this is the freaking walkie-talkie sound. Listen.
They have that footage.
Not that they showed me, because I didn't ask for it.
Texas Roadhouse. Do they have that footage?
Not that they showed me, because I didn't ask.
Texas Roadhouse. Do they have that footage? Footage.
God, that's weird, huh? All right, let's watch this other one that I found. On the GoFundMe and seized electronics.
On me.
Chris, Katie spoke with me, and we agreed not to do a GoFundMe for finding Sebastian Rogers. And my sister asked if she could start a GoFundMe just for me to help pay my bills while I'm looking for Sebastian.
After Chris lost his cool, I couldn't stay there after Wednesday.
Lost his cool how? I never heard this.
The GoFundMe my sister set up to help me pay my bills while I look for my son. It was a GoFundMe that my sister set up for me to pay my bills.
Asking about a Cash App, GoFundMe, etc. There is a GoFundMe, and I talked to him about the GoFundMe. And look, GoFundMes take 50%. So then I said, "Do you have a Cash App?" And he doesn't really manage that himself. He'll tell you that. He'll tell you that right now. But his friend is helping him with it. So
for my son, it wasn't set up as a reward. It wasn't set up as anything else. People want to know what happened to it. It was donated.
I haven't seen anything from it.
I used it to pay my bills.
Did you hear him? He said the GoFundMe was donated. You want to know what happened to it? It was donated. Come on.
As a reward, it wasn't set up as anything else. People want to know what happened to it. It was donated.
I haven't seen anything from it.
I used it to pay my bills. I used it to put gas in my truck so I could drive an hour and a half down there, an hour and a half back. I used it to pay my bills. I used it to put gas in my truck so I could drive an hour and a half down there, an hour and a half back. People. It's just a little annoying. If the GoFundMe had been put up for a reward, yes, it would have been used as a reward. And
okay, well, you can get it on your own then, and yeah, it's a walking billboard at least.
Yeah, there's actually on the Facebook page, there's a lady up here in Clarksville. I think she's charging like $25 for a shirt.
I know that they took your phone and they took Katie's phone for a long period of time. I know Chris got his phone back within a matter of hours.
It says agents are now going over security video provided by neighbors and some businesses in that area. They are also looking at data from the 15-year-old's cell phone and video game system.
We've had all of his electronic devices that have been seized and dumped.
1 second.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm operating 2 phones right now.
No problem.
All right.
We're low key.
I got my phone that I use, and then I have another one that I use at home.
Okay. Yeah, got you. Got you.
You know, the fact is I'm looking for my son. He's not here. Y'all took my electronics. What more do you want? Do they need my bank records?
Because knowing him and his curiosity, he might be there.
Is he saying banker records because they said, "Hey, Seffi, let's play the what if game. What if you paid someone to take your kid? What do they need? My banker records?" This is weird. He's got 2 phones. Oh, yeah.
They need my bank records.
Because knowing him and his curiosity, he might be there. You don't leave any stone unturned.
Have any knowledge whatsoever about your son's disappearance?
I don't. I found out over an hour after his mother found out he was gone. Foul play is still negativity. He's out there. We just got to find him. We haven't found him yet, so we can't give up hope. We still have to keep looking for him until we find him. Where Sebastian's are.
Also, random vehicles coming through their street.
People have been coming in almost daily, and they've had to report them to the sheriff's department. They've come in TikTokers that are nationally known, trying to get pictures of the family and so on, that they've been flying drones over houses.
If we get permission from families to go and search your properties or anything like that, we'll go out and we'll look. They said today that they were going to be searching in an area. You know, we took that into consideration and we avoided that area completely.
You met with the biological father and mother this past week. Is that at their request, your request? Was that just re-interviewing them again?
That was at the request of law enforcement.
It's not uncommon to talk to the family in investigations like this.
It gives me hope that my son's case isn't going to become a cold case.
Seth tells me the FBI offering a $50,000 reward is great, but wants more from local law enforcement.
I wish that there was agencies that were emotionally invested to do their job.
Seth has hired a private investigator to continue looking for his son.
I will not fail my son.
That $50,000 reward is enough for someone to come forward with information.
I don't know what's going on, and I'm on a tilt-a-whirl. It's a 15-year-old missing child. He's my son.
The Sumner County Sheriff's Office told Fox 17 News, quote, "No evidence at this time indicating criminal activity is involved," end quote. Seth tells me the FBI offering a $50,000 reward is great, but wants more from local law enforcement.
I wish that there was agencies that were emotionally invested to do their job.
Let me put it to you like this. If my kid was missing, this is the team I'd want on it.
I wish that there was agencies that were emotionally invested to do their job.
Seth says that
I don't know what's going on, and I'm on a tilt-a-whirl.
Caution there are some social media elements out there who purport to have information that is direct from the investigation. I just want to reiterate that is not the case. Some of the information that is being provided on some of the social media channels is inaccurate, incomplete. We don't want this to damage the investigation. So
here's one more. This one says, did someone clock Seth into work early?
Seth says,
I've been at work since, I've been clocked in since before 7, but I've been at work in the parking garage since about 6 o'clock the night before. And I told him they can call and verify where I've been at. On where I'd been, I told him I've been at work since, I've been clocked in since before 7, but I've been at work in the parking garage since about 6 o'clock the night before. And I told him they can call and verify where I've been.
What more do you want from me? I was at work.
Thank you for 5 months, Tilt-A-Whirl. Thank you so much.
Video camera from 6 p.m. till after 7 a.m. the next morning. You know, my son should be with me right now.
And, you know, if the video evidence, the phone data, and whatever else they may need isn't enough, then we'd simply like us to tell them, you know, why is it that he hasn't been cleared?
Where were you when you found out that Sebastian was missing? And who called you? What was that conversation like? And then sort of what happened next there?
Seth says it's
Made it out to the parking garage. When I got in my vehicle, I saw I had a missed call and a text message. Christopher Proudfoot. Text message was a 911, so I called immediately, and he's the one that told me that Sebastian was missing.
And how much detail did he give you about what happened, and how would you describe that moment, that call?
Wasn't much detail except for Sebastian. He said Katie woke up, Sebastian's missing. So I left the parking garage and headed straight to her house.
And how far are you from the house?
About 45 minutes from downtown correction center to their house in Henderson, Sumner County.
Okay, now we know it's not 45 minutes. Why is he putting more time on there? It's not 45 minutes. Jay, do you remember when he gave interview, he said he knew where all the all the cameras in the neighborhood. He also knew there weren't many cameras at Natchez State Trace Park or whatever it's called. Oops.
Okay, so now you respond. You're on that 45-minute ride there.
Okay, so Vinny's like, you're on the 45-minute ride there.
Thank you.
Evelyn P., thank you for 17 months. He's so shifty. He is a bit shifty. But then again, if he thinks they're looking at him, I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate here. If he thinks that they're looking at him, could he be nervous? You know? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Benefit of the doubt or not? Too much adding up?
Are you talking to anyone, or are you just pedal to the metal trying to get there?
Nah, I'm trying not to get a speeding ticket.
I get that, but I mean, are you just focused on getting there, or are you calling his mom to get more details?
No, I'm just focusing on traffic to get there as fast as possible. Did I form an opinion? Yeah, I formed an opinion.
This stuff is pretty telling. I'm glad that we revisited that, you guys. Here again is Sebastian's flyer. And when the FBI updated this flyer and offered the reward, I think it's real interesting considering going back to what we learned from Nerdy Addict, that a burner phone was traced, a call to a burner phone was traced back to the Clarksville area from Sebastian's call records. And then we have Rogers has ties to Clarksville, Tennessee. Trying not to get a speeding ticket, FAFO, when Seb was in the vehicle. And this was added, you guys, much later, like a year later, I believe. So it says February 26th here, but he was last seen on the 25th in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville. Yeah, I never understood that either, because everything Vinny said was like, oh, were you calling his mom, getting updates? Those are things you would expect him to be doing. Listen to that again. And he's got the injured shoulder from what? There's so many red flags. There just is. Here's one more listen to this part.
On that 45-minute ride there, are you talking to anyone, or are you just pedal to the metal trying to get there?
Nah, I'm trying not to get a speeding ticket.
I get that, but I mean, are you just focused on getting there, or are you calling his mom to get more details?
Nope.
No, I'm just focusing on traffic to get there as fast as possible. Did I form an opinion? Yeah, I formed an opinion.
So have we. And Vinny's not covering that. Yeah, he hasn't talked about it in a long time. The fastest route was 35 minutes and other routes were 40 to 50. Oh, interesting. I forgot about that, Lindsay.